did not get fingerprint evidence on time. We did not get, and the fingerprint evidence actually showed that Mr. Peterson's fingerprints, were not found on that weapon. Currently, we are attempting at the Superior Court to have them run the serial number to identify the owner of the weapon, which was not done. And we are also attempting to retrieve either a recording but what we can see is that likelihood ratios that are 0.01, and below are considered to be excluded. Likelihood ratios from 10,000 to 999,099 are very strong, very strong support to the prosecution that this person did leave DNA on this item. And then above 1 million is very strong. We found in the DNA evidence that they labeled Mr. Peterson's LR to be inconclusive and uninformative. And uninformative, according to this scale, is this an LR of 1. Therefore, Mr. Peterson had an LR of 1 in a million that his DNA was on this firearm. And with that fact, it is actually marginally more likely that another member of the African American population touched this over Mr. Peterson, which the jury did not hear.
Views, conversations, and opinions expressed on this channel could be subjective or objective and are also for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Here on The Mix, we encourage and implore you to conduct your own research.
Hey everyone, welcome to The Mix. Like this video, share this video. Yes, today is Monday, August 18th. And if you guys do not already know, as you can see, what this video is going to be about, Tory Lanez oral arguments day. Yeah, his attorneys have rested their case. Before I get into the topic, I need for you guys to like this video. Yeah, like, share, subscribe. It's free to do that. Sub up right now. If you're interested in donating, hit that Cash App, Zelle, or PayPal. It is in the description section of this post. All donations go toward content enhancement creation, you guys. Also, don't forget to join members only. Yeah. Exclusive content coming. I have some pictures posted in members only. So if you are a member, you will be privy to those flicks, those pics, posts you guys going on in the community section. So head on over there as well after this video and vote. Okay, so as you can see what this video is going to be about. Yes, Tory Lanez oral arguments for his appeal. Yes, he's appealed his case to the California higher courts, which is the appellate court. And as you heard in that video clip, and those are clips, the oral arguments, I'm not sure how long. I think it was probably about an hour long, I think, between both combined, the prosecutors and Tory's team. Don't quote me on that. At any rate, based off of that clip, you see they focused on the DNA evidence and then also to the GUN serial number, and which I've been saying from the beginning, meaning the DNA. It's being reported his DNA came back inconclusive, meaning that there's a very small chance that his DNA was on the GUN, the firearm. And it is to my understanding they never tested the other people in the vehicle. I think Kelsey, MTS, the driver. So it's like, what are we doing here? That's not, to me, that's not an effective and thorough case when you don't test everyone. That's just, to me, and I'm not even a police officer, I would think that that's just standard procedures. You test everyone that was around the pow. Also, too, serial number. I was saying this from the beginning. You guys check out my Tory Lanez. I have a playlist. I'll go ahead and post it in the community section. But I said this in the beginning, like 2 years ago. DNA, about the serial number. They run a serial number for the GUN. People were glossing over that question, and I was just surprised that question wasn't presented in the media from a mainstream media perspective or from any of the major platforms. It's like, why you guys are not questioning that? Did they run the serial number? Who does the GUN belong to? That was my question. One of my many questions. So let me head on over to X to go over some comments in the chat, and also to hone in and highlight some posts that I came across. Free Tory, and hopefully the appeals court get it right. I'll come back to with my final thoughts, reaction, and opinion on all of this. So free Tory, a great miscarriage of justice. Here we go. Okay, you guys, this has been trending all day. You know, free Tory Lanez post. Again, oral arguments was today, August 18th, and I came across a variety of posts, even that clip I played in the beginning, and again, that's just a clip. If you want the full transcript, I believe there's a way you can do that. Probably go to the California higher court's website and listen to the entire oral arguments yourself at your leisure, or download the transcripts if that's available. for free. But here we go. It says here, this person posted, I have seen real illers, real criminals. Tory Lanez is not that. I am happy that I stood on my square from day one. In a world full of sheep, all these black women that made him the poster boy for the trauma that other black men did, all the black women that don't know how to take accountability, the blood is on your hands. You sell it out, your own is your hands. Clap for yourself. Free Tory. Okay, this is a commenter, a post, her own reaction. This person says, how did Tory Lanez pull a GUN, discharge the GUN 5 times, SHOOTMTS, in both of her feet while yelling Dan's B, and there's no DNA connecting him to the gun? Drop a bomb. DNA analysis report 0.1% DNA contribution on a GUN, 0.0% on a GUN magazine. Contributor Tory Lanez. However, the same DNA experts determined that there is four different DNA contributors on the GUN, 90% contribution from an unknown male, with the remaining 10% contributing being divided between 2 known females and 1 other male. Okay, let this sink in. And again, these are comments and reactions from the oral arguments today, August 18th. It's been flooding X, formerly known as Twitter. This person posted, praying for you and your family, Tory Lanez.
Ray, come in. Oh, yes, I'm one of the good brothers from the United People. This is Trey right here, the Chief of Staff, Trey Video Post. And this is a super executive. We call her Wonder Woman. That's Araya. They all work in United People. There goes Jazz. Jazz, she does our social media for United People. This is other Jazz. I just met her. That's TMZ right there. Hey, young lady. But they did good today, man. Crystal had a good argument, and it was all right. It's time to get out of here, man. Free choice.
Hey, you guys, this is Caesar McDowell, CEO of Unite the People. I think he has a non-for-profit who helps. He assists not just Tory Lanez, many of those many men, I think, and women incarcerated. I think only in California. I could be mistaken, but it's a non-for-profit that helps those who have been wrongfully convicted or allegedly wrongfully convicted. Oh, this is the attorney who represented Tory Lanez today, and she did the oral argument. So let's hear what she has to say.
Case, we presented the evidence. The justices, really listened to us. They were really focused in. They took notes. I wasn't nervous. I know the case. I know the law, and it was just a matter of going and getting it done today.
So do you think the judges were being a little fair in there in the panel, they gave them first shot?
Yes, they were very kind. I've been in that court before. I'm not going to lie, not every case goes as well as today, so I am very pleasantly, surprised. I was fully ready for it to go either way, where they would, like my arguments and listen and accept me, and I was fully prepared if they didn't.
No. I wanted to know from you, I know you're a part of this team and everything like that. Why do you believe the sentence should be reduced for the people at home that want to know specifics?
I feel that courts need to be fair. That's the main key. That's why I work for Daystar Peterson. It's not the fact that he's Tory Lanez. It's the fact that he's an innocent man. And I do feel that the district attorney hoodwinked like he accused us of doing. And so I don't like it when I find a case where I feel that the results have been manipulated to get a conviction, because convictions don't always equal justice.
Okay. I know there's talk about new evidence and everything like that. Can you tell us anything about that? Why does it matter to this case that new evidence has been brought in?
For me, it was more vindication for any of the naysayers to believe that, this did happen the way that we're presenting that it happened. But legally, it didn't really put us in any better of a position. Witness testimony is okay, but it's not infallible. It's subject to a lot of discrepancies, memory issues from trauma, and of course that night was traumatic. So just looking at the fact that there wasn't this testimony really, and that we don't really know exactly what happened, I just feel like, the process was flawed.
Okay, so what do you have to say to all the people that kind of question Tory's innocence a little bit?
A long time ago, I gave an interview, and then I haven't spoken to anybody since then. And I promised everybody that sometimes in court, although what makes, America great, I feel, is our, judicial process. But sometimes, even though it's great, it's not perfect, and we don't get things right. So for me, the fact that this process was flawed, and now we're correcting it, I want people to know that sometimes the story that comes out in court isn't always the real story, and that's why there's courts of appeals. It's why cases are overturned. And I promised everyone that when I was able to speak, I would tell them a story, and I feel I delivered on that.
Of course. Okay, so what's next in the case? What are the next steps?
We wait for this decision. Of course, we pray for favor. we could be looking at reversal. Of course, we want reversal. That's the big win. And the alternative, we're asking for a new trial. Then we would go down to the Superior Court. The backdrop is, of course, is we have other avenues that we're already pursuing as just in case. We have safety nets in place, and we will be continuing to fight, for Mr. Peterson's exoneration. If today, isn't fruitful for us, we will go to the Supreme Court, and we'll continue our investigations at the Superior Court that I've started already.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hey everyone, so what are your thoughts? Like this video, share this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Drop some comments in the chat. Keep it respectful and peaceful. Okay, you heard Tory's team, Crystal, attorney Crystal. The big fish is praying for a reversal. That is the big thing, meaning a case reversal. If Tory Lanez's case is reversed by the justices, then Tory could be coming home. Yes, prayerfully he would be coming home. Or the alternative is a new trial. So sounds like Crystal, like she said, she's not new to this. She's true to this. So she's been down this road before in other cases in front of higher courts. So she's experienced, and I think based off of the clips I've come across, she done exceptionally well. She's sticking to the facts. She's sticking to evidence. She's pointing out where they got it wrong with this case. The alleged malicious prosecution, in my opinion, the alleged miscarriage of justice during trial from the prosecutor to the judge, in my opinion, from the DNA to the GUN. Yeah, I think she did a good job. I'm not totally convinced in terms of California, and I've said this before in plenty of videos. California, in my opinion, is just full of corruption, allegedly, from the judges to the prosecutors. It's just very questionable, in my opinion, and this case just stinks. It stunk from the beginning, you guys. So hopefully the outcome is favorable for Tory. But again, I don't have confidence in the California higher courts, the appellate courts, because to me they're all a part of the poisonous tree doctrine. If you Google that, this is like a legal statement or phrase or whatever they want to call it in legal terms. Poisonous fruit tree doctrine or something like that. So this is just my opinion. So just based off of things I've been seeing and observing past years, even before this case. So my faith, you guys, is in God. Hopefully God can turn this around. Matter of fact, God can turn this around, and if it's turned around, it's only because of God, not because of the justices, not because of the higher courts, because the confidence I have in higher courts is little to none in California, in my opinion. And I do not agree with the jury's outcome. I don't agree with the conviction. I think the jury got it wrong. I think there were so many moving parts, so many things that played a role into the jury coming back with a guilty verdict, which I totally disagree with. That's why we're here at appeal, because it just seems like there was some funny business going on, and when you take a lot of circumstantial evidence or witness statements, and like Crystal was saying, it was a traumatic night, a traumatic situation. Some people are human. We're human beings. You can forget, you can be afraid, you can have foggy memory, and then that particular night, it seems like there was a lot of intoxication going on, and people testified to that on the stand during trial. So I mean, I don't know, guys, let me know your thoughts down in the chat. Seems like Crystal is preparing for either way. She seems really like she's on her ish, and I say that, hey, I'm gonna put her on my pit bull in the skirt list. Yeah, like attorney Jennifer Bajin for Mr. Robert Kelly. Crystal seems like she's a pit bull in a skirt, all manner with it, but methodical, if that makes sense. I like a methodical person when it comes to things, playing chess, not checkers. So okay, y'all, so let me know your thoughts down in the chat. Like this video, share this video. Free Tory till it's backwards. Tory Lanez coming home, hopefully. Like, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.